Okay, so got a little Honda 4-stroke 2-horse. I'm gonna put it on the flat bottom and tootle it around the pond. Let's just see if it works. Muddy. All right, choke, run, gas on. Let me get myself situated here. Yeah, I need to turn the other way. First pull. Well, that hadn't fallen off yet. 2-horse Honda. I don't have much room in here. So I got it for the raft. I'm gonna put it on the raft on days that I just have one person going with me, and we can float down and cruise back up. Now, hang on. This thing's just idling. Well, poo. Did I run out of gas? What it was, I forgot to open the where it gets some air. I don't know what year this is. So it's supposed to have a centrifugal clutch in there. And it will, even idling, it's supposed to, it will turn the shaft just because, but, I 4-stroke. Okay. The money I paid for it, that's all right. That's all right with me. It'll work. So these are supposed to have they're air cooled, but they do have a water pump which cools that, and there was no water coming out. So I'm gonna pull this off. I've already got that bolt out. I'm working on this bolt, and we'll see what the water pump looks like. Oh, wrong way. 10mm. Just FYI, I didn't find any videos on changing out the impeller on this. I found some that were different motors. So that should just pop down. Yeah. I'd use a little dead blow, tap that out, and it does have a housing for a water pump. And I'm sure it is shredded. So I think I got to take this bolt off. And
Dad, come look what Chuck is doing. Look.
oh, you got a mouse or a rat?
Yeah, I think so.
Yep. Chuck the carnivore.
He just smacked the rat. He smacked the rat.
Either that or the rat's still alive.
Yeah, I think it.
Okay. There we go.
This one, yeah. Chuck.
Well, that ain't much. There it is. It's down underneath this plate.
Great. Do you have any sculptures of...
Hey, I'm doing something.
Wait, go, get up here. Get up here, Belle. Hey, go, get up. What happened to bananas?
No.
That's what happened
Just...
to
Jonathan,
There was
me and
a
him are
car
talking.
accident. There was an accident. Bananas.
So you can see the impeller. Those flappers are supposed to go all the way around and touch that. So it needs a new impeller. So somebody has brazed up this rod. So I'm going to have to pull the propeller. Hang on a second. Pull the propeller to pull the shaft to put a new water pump in.
I said water.
New day. You can see that the paddles are all gone off the water pump, and this is get soldered up or brazed or something. I don't know why that is. This shaft should come off. That should come out that way, but I don't see a way for it to. I don't know how to get that water pump out without. Try another. Battery's about low on this one. The other one quit. So I got to figure out how to get this shaft is not wanting. It's soldered right there. So the only way I know is to drain the gear case, pull this, and take the main shaft apart from the gears. It's a little bit more than what I wanted to get into. It's probably why it's never been done, but let's just take this off anyway. Pin looks good. Been beat up. It looks like a nail somebody made into a. Okay, so we're just going to use this can. I'm just going to open this. Normally I do this anyway. Oh, God. I changed the God almighty. That was on there. Alright. So let's check the gear oil. At this nylon, yeah, it looks good. Just set that down there. Take this one loose. I'll just drain it into that can. Well, that doesn't look bad. I mean, it looks brown, but that's not bad at all. Most of it's out. Alright, let's open this up. I've got about 1,000 other projects going on, and I ordered the water pump, but I need to know if I need to order this gasket. Sometimes I may have to replace that seal, but everything looks good on the lower unit anyway. I don't know when the last time the other guy changed it, but I'll probably go ahead and build a new shear pin. That looks like it's not milky. The grease isn't milky. Alright. There's a pry spot right there. See if I can get my... I don't remember if there's another one. Yeah, there's one up here at the other side. There we go. And that should just come right off. Yeah, I'll have to order a new gasket. You can see the gear down in there. There's a C-clip on the end which pulls that ring off. Turn this back around this way. This looks really good. I'll clean this up and put a new order that other gasket, which I figured I was going to have to do anyway. So, and everything else looks good. Okay, so I was able to get that clip out, and I'll just slide the shaft out, and then this water pump, I may have to take this pin out. Let's see. So I remove the pin, water pump comes off, and I don't see any numbers on it, but I looked it up. So all right, I'm gonna clean this up with some emery cloth or Scotch-Brite. Hang on, a little bit of Scotch-Brite, and I'm just gonna clean this whole shaft. It really could probably use it. See a little bit of pitting here and there, nothing severe. I really don't like the fact that I had to take, so I should have just been able to pull this shaft apart to get it to get that water pump out, impeller. But that's all good. Other than that, I mean, a little bit of pitting here, and then right here's where the impeller sits. It's got that little notch. So the new one will be in tomorrow, should be in tomorrow, but I've got to order this gasket, which is no big deal. But as long as I don't lose anything in between now and then. It's actually really hard to find the parts list and stuff. I finally found it, and I will add that at a link below on this, because I don't know what in the funkin' wagnalls is going on here. This should not, I don't know if there's some reason why it's like that. This is a bigger shaft than that, but you should be able to pull that water pump all up. Like, this should come off. I don't know if there's a reason why why it's like that. It's beyond me, but no biggie. I'll just leave everything right here, and hopefully tomorrow I can put the water pump and everything together, and then finally get this. Anyway, thank you. Alright, so I got the impeller. Let's see if it's the same size. I just woke up, so bear with me. I didn't even drink my coffee. Matter of fact, I left it in the house. I made it. Alright, that looks pretty close. So, you see how it's supposed to have those little flappers on there? Try that, do it like this. These little things are supposed to be on there, and those are totally gone. Alright. So, this notch will ride in that deal right there. Now, before I put this together, I take a little bit of dish soap. And this just kind of helps it glide on a little bit better. Oh, that dude's tight. Alright. Now I dig through my parts. Let's see. it is. I gotta get that hoodus out of there. And then I will insert it right there. I'll take my welding pliers. I just tap that dude in, and then that notch will slide right down on it. Maybe. That dude's tight. I'm gonna drive it down on there. So, back to the drawing board. So I got the shaft put back together with the water pump in it. And I like to put a little bit of dish soap in. Keeps it from starting dry. It actually conditions your pump. So slide this middle piece down. There's a little tit thing right there that it's got to fit on. Let me look at this. Make sure it's down all the way. I wonder if I got that backwards. There we go. All right. Now, slide that down, and that fits on there. Then slide this down, And that pretty much puts pressure on it. And don't know why that's not seated all the way. Alright. We can't put all of it back together yet. So these two and this makeshift these two pieces will go. I've got to wait for my gasket to get in, and then the shear pin, which I'll probably make another one. I may use that one, I don't know. And then this and this. So basically this is ready to go back on the lower unit. I just need these bolts, and then I'll finish the gearbox when the gasket gets here. Let's go outside and put this together. And it will go down into this, and I got to put this shaft up in there. I should put some grease in that. I think I will. I'm just gonna put it in there, and then I'm gonna try. So I've got to be able to get that water tube into that slot, and so what I'm going to use is a piece of wire to kind of guide it as I insert the spline shaft of the main shaft. There we go. There we go. And one bolt goes in the bottom. The other goes down into the front. See if I can smash. Where'd my little wire go? Here it is. So, looks to me like there is some old impeller pieces down in here. See if I can push it out one way or the other. That's what that is. Old pieces of impeller. piece of wire to fish out all the old impeller pieces, and I don't know if I got it all. I got all of it that I could see, but what I could do is I could get it in there and then I could push it out. So I don't see any more, so I'm gonna call that good. I'm gonna put this up till the propeller gasket, gearbox gasket comes in, then I'll put that together. So, I'm going to show you putting gear oil back in the lower unit of it, 4-stroke, 2-horse. But, so, the pan underneath it, you remove that one, let it drain out. You take this, stick it down there, fill it up till it comes out of here, put that screw back in, and then that screw back in. This is not marine grade, but I do recommend getting marine grade for marine products. Anyway, after I got this gearbox back together, I hadn't had a chance to take it down to the pond and run it, so we're going to do that real quick and finish this video out. Fire ants. Made a nest in the boat. Rocking and a rolling. I'm gonna take my cat likes it. Quincy, what do you think? Thing's running good. It pushes this little flat bottom. I mean, really good, actually. And so that tells me the water pump is working. There's not much gas in it, but shoot, it probably go 100 miles on what gas is in there. Facebook Marketplace fine. I do need to change the oil. Hadn't done that. That'll be next. But shoot, this thing runs pretty good. Hang on, Quincy. a couple things that they didn't show you in some of the videos. So, like changing the water pump, that it's actually got a water pump in it, which cools it, cools the lower unit. It's air cooled upper, or water cooled lower. Anyway, I'm gonna park this, take it back to the house.